Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. Welcome to what is this, day 2 of Winter Tournament 2023 edition. Welcome, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. I am Luffy. I'm joined in the booth by Hate, who's also restreaming. We got Guardian Marcus pushing the buttons for us in the background, and we got ourselves some Pod Kefka action here. Game 1 of the pod between WindFox 470 and Sirlinkalot. Hate, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty good, haven't gotten any of my matches in quite yet, but that just means that there has been a level of downtime for other people.
I think, you, myself, and Danny were talking a little while ago, something like 30 races scheduled over the next week, so
Yep.
I'm going to wait a little bit to get mine in as well. I just got back from a 5-day weekend in New York as well. I'm going to catch up and get back to the world of the living and normal life before I jump back into this. But I had plenty of time to get in the booth with my buddy tonight and watch some racing. How about that?
Yeah, no, I saw the matches open for tonight, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta have something to do with this, because, I've only been in the booth once in, like, the past 3 months, aside from the whole marathon thing. But yeah, no, the parties tonight, fairly simplistic. We got a forced thief and a forced white mage. It looks like Sir Link is going for the thief rainbow, where WindFox is going for the thief fighter white black, the safety party.
Yeah, I mean, the forced white mage kind of is going to make for an interesting beginning party take. I mean, the white mage, we'll hit the blurstings here real quick. White mage, pretty decent. It's got wood armor evade and resisting death, poison, and lightning. So we were talking maybe a third of a ribbon and got some good evasion at the expense of strength. No big deal on the white mage there. Thief gets 800 gold to start, which is great. 20 vitality, also great. But minus 10 hit, which is a little bit of a bummer. But, if they can find a weapon that rolls up, it won't really matter too much.
Yeah, and that minus 10 hit percent, that's, 2.5 levels of hit growth for him. So it's not too shabby, especially if you find a good grind spot for him.
Agreed. Fighter, let's see. Fighter gets 15 agility, 10 luck, so a little evasive, a little extra ability to run as well. At the cost of some M-Def, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that's not the worst ever.
What ribbons are for.
Exactly, yeah. Black mages, pretty good. They get plus temper, which we like to see. They can equip gauntlets and helmets, which are nice for added defense. No bracelets, so getting an ability to equip a couple of pieces of armor at the expense of a bracelet, I mean, that's a pretty decent trade. I'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, it means that the only armor they can wear is the black shirt upon promotion and cloth armor.
Yeah, we find a cloth plus 5. That's basically almost a decent bracelet or so. Pretty good.
A cloth plus 5. I think that's like a low tier silver bracelet.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if your black mage is getting hit, something's gone wrong. So
yeah, we're gonna be putting that thief in slot 1, and having them kind of tank and evade all the hits, and we'll be running and nuking things or tier 3 spells, whatever we can find here to kind of get us going, and we're off.
Let's see, we got Sir Link diving in, checking to see what we got for armor. Nothing too great.
Cure 4, promotion lock Cure 4 for the fighter and red mage.
Yeah. Oh boy. And harm is the only damaging spell.
Alright, strap in, folks. This might be interesting. We'll see what our level 2 magic has. Black shirt to start, though. That'll get us through the first 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good, especially since that means that, if they promote, then congratulations, you've got armor that the black mage can wear.
Yeah. Saber is plus 4 also. Really good for that thief and that fighter to swing for WindFox. And I'm pretty sure if Linkalot buys him, he'll throw it on the red mage as well to get them to do a little extra damage. Red mage real quick, plus strength, plus agility, nice, but minus 1 hit percent level, which is a big bummer.
Yeah, I think that puts him at 1 hit percent growth a level. Oh, frosty imps.
Yum, spicy. So the imps say, I'll see your black shirt and raise you some magic of our own.
Yeah.
Okay.
You kind of love to see that horrible stuff as a, commentator. You were not so much as a runner.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Opal Shield +3 in the first chest in Toph. That's a good amount of cash.
Yeah, that should hopefully sell for something. Interesting that thief went down. That evasion should have really helped there. But all right, whatever. Moving on.
Yeah, reset. Well, we'll
Yeah.
burn that bridge later.
Yeah, maybe we pick it up. We'll see what's in these other 2 boxes. I like checking these 3 boxes for early cash and just to see what's there.
Oh, and there's that light axe.
Yep, there you go.
That's, yeah, because the White Mage Harm All flag is on, that light axe is a perfectly viable damage dealer.
Yep, that's free harm 2 casts left and right for the White Mage, which we'll take all day long. That's it. We got our Ice 2, we got our Harm 2. We have our early game solved for the most part.
Congratulations, we have something to do. And WindFox's thief got bitten by a horse and dropped immediately. Ooh, Garland's got Poison Touch.
Okay.
Poison, poison, tasty fish.
Yeah.
Alright, there goes Garland for Link, and let's see what the Royals got for us today.
Crystal, okay, not bad. And Canal, okay.
A perfectly viable start. Hit up Matoya on your way over to Provoka, see if she's got anything good for you. And
Yeah.
you can loot her closet.
Yeah, 3 more chests to check that you can, grab while she can see you this time instead of robbing her blind, but it's fine.
Or you can rob her blind and then, give her the crystal afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't know. They were empty when I got here.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the way I found it.
Yeah. Kind of wonder at this point if WindFox might be considering just leaving the thief down and just using it as a blade of meat shield at some point later on, or letting it study the carpet very closely.
We'll see. Definitely an easier decision for him to make with that fighter. Linkalot, with the Thief Rainbow was going to have to bring them back up already. So,
Yeah.
we'll see what they decide to do. Yeah, Soften the Brooms did it, exactly.
Flame Shield +3 and Ice Armor -3.
Okay. Crown. Sure.
That's a thing.
I hope we like walking.
Yeah, I know, right? Unless Bicky's got the ship.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Bicky has the ruby.
Incoming chime here to make it that much more fun.
Let's see him have to try and get progression out of ice.
Yeah, let's go. Alright, so
Yep.
we got some black shirts, some light axes. What do we got?
It looks like we got pretty cheap cabins today, at least. That's, good
Yeah.
for potentially saves coming through the overworld.
Yeah, not bad. Haven't seen houses yet. Houses have been so just random in their prices in these, and I know that's the swing you get with the pricing format here, but I've seen them as cheap as 300 and as expensive as 3,000. Like, no.
Yeah, 3,000. All right, key. Well,
That'll help with our routing anyway. We can
Yeah.
stop by Canaria and figure out what's in the closet there. Decent price on softs, though, honestly. 340 is not half bad.
yeah, I mean, it probably should pick up a couple of them, honestly, because you never want to not have softs.
Yeah. I try to grab at least 2 of those before I leave Canaria, but, it doesn't always work out. So to see them for sale here in Provoka, not bad either.
Okay,
Sure.
Cure 3. That's something. And Fog 2 is a, all right, why not?
So we've seen, Cure 2, Cure 4, and Cure 3 in the first 2 levels of magic here for
Mhm.
white? Oh. Well, I mean, we got Saber for the end game, and Confuse if we want to go say hi to Carrie, but
Oh my goodness.
what did you do?
I rolled garbage magic.
Point of note also, seeing Pro Rings -1 there in the worst possible shop, in my opinion. I love to buy Pro Rings before I go into Temple of Fiends, pretty much all the time for the safety. You never know what's going to throw out a garbage rub spell or something, but to see them at Provoka, I hate that.
Yeah, it's... Provoka Armor Shop is almost as annoying as Gaia or Gaia's Clinic, and well,
Yeah.
Almost though. Gaia's Clinic is just the absolute worst.
I do appreciate the fact that like how Gaia Shortcut has been turned on for is like kind of the new meta here for a lot of the flag decks we play. But I do like that the clinic is still in the butt crack of that town because it just you can't make everything easy.
Yeah, no, you want to res, you gotta walk for it.
Yeah, we'll make you work for it.
It's just like the inn in Onrak. Oh, nope. There's the Ruby equivalent.
we're gonna hope that that's a concrete of like a really thick milkshake and not actual dirt. Although I don't think the Titan will mind either way.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, short sword +4 for that thief or for that fighter's not too bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Still like the saber +4s though. Some really decent crit on those actually.
Yeah, that's not quite endgame initially, but it's a perfectly viable weapon as long as you've got, you know, temper casts.
Yeah, I mean, it can get you through the tier 1 fiends for sure if you have enough buffing. You want to take down the Temple of Fiends though, I mean, good luck to you.
Yep. It looks like Sir Link is one of the people who leaves that poor Hooray Dwarf alive and suffering.
He's my hero, hooray.
Alright, and we get the cube from the crown.
Oh boy, so we got 50-50 shot here. Hey, are we going to Marsh Cave or are we going to Ice Cave? And gotta figure that Marsh Cave is the play that Linkalot will make considering where he is here on the overworld.
Yeah.
But we're getting to the point where we're laying really hoping that level 3-4 magic has something for us.
Yeah, well, they're probably hoping for that. I'm kind of hoping for Warp in its vanilla slot.
Or put Temper there for me, please. Although that doesn't matter that much because the Black Mage plus Temper, we get 2 free casts of it, but you're going to want more than that.
Yeah. Though, honestly, anything at level 5 is just... Level 5 is the worst magic level.
Yeah, it makes you scroll past the first page, you get charges later than you want them. It's just... Ugh.
Well, and even so, like, not just scrolling past the first page, but even if you go backwards, you have to go all the way up. It's just It is... Annoying. Yeah, it is the worst. Ooh. Okay, our red dragon tile, not too bad.
All right, what do we got here? So, let's see. Do some quick math. 68, so 136. Cheeky heel sword, or heel stick, I like it.
Oh god, please stay alive.
239.7, and then I didn't see what that...
The final hit was 63, so...
So somewhere between 237 and 300-ish.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Okay. Yeah, soften up with the quick math as well. Thank you for tracking that for me.
Yep. This math is hard.
Yeah, especially when you try to Twitch math, but, you know, I try to, you know, go as fast as I can, because it's important to know that.
Alright, that looks like Link is not going to go hit up Elfland first, is going to hit up Marsh Cave beforehand.
Not bad. I mean, what's the point in double backing again? You might as well just check it real quick. You go down here, if it's nothing there, you reset out, and then you just keep moving along.
Yeah, that being said, if it is actually something, or you find a decent grind, or, you know, a decent spike tile, that means that you don't have level 3-4 magic, and if you've got exit or something at level 3-4, that's, you know, that's a quick way out. Otherwise, you might have to walk out, and who knows if anything that's in here is going to have some horrible, horrible scripts or not. Let's see some red bones with horrible things.
We're still waiting, like something with fire too, or, you know, just something just annoying enough here in the early game to be bothersome. I don't want to see Blaze or anything. Let's save that for when it matters.
Yes, yes. So honestly, Link's got some good hit points already on him. Oh, there's the 1 gold chest. This seed's validated.
You'll love to see it. Ooh, okay. We're going to check this one, and then we're going to go over. Yeah, okay.
Ooh, seafood party platter.
So lots of XP there, but also very scary.
All right.
Get a boat. Okay.
All right, well, you've got the world open to you now.
You do, and we have...
You've got the ruby.
We got Bahamut's Horde over there. We have the Canoe, so Ordeals is in play. Ice Cave's in play. Waterfall's in play. I mean, yeah, this is These are the decisions that you love to see made in this tournament. They make the world of difference, and we'll see. This is a moment here for where we're going to see what Linkalot decides to do.
Okay, spiders have lightning 3.
Gross. Who rolled this again?
This one's my fault. I'm taking hints from Danny's, apparently.
And I was talking earlier how the death and the poison would really kind of be nice, and the lightning resistance kind of whatever. I bet we're glad to see that now.
Yeah, that. Especially seeing lightning 3 out of those spiders. I mean, at least it's, it was on the spiders and not anything that shows up much more than, this part of the game.
Right, and if we end up having to go do Earth Cave because we find a rod and we decide that's a dungeon we want to do, hopefully, they start running from us because we have enough levels.
Yeah, spiders, they're a cowardly lot.
Softnum calling for the Bahamut play. I'm leaning with hate here, though, with Titan Trove incentivized, with Sarda being over there. I want to know what Grandpa's got before I sail too far away.
Yeah, you're right there. Just hit it up. It's proximity.
2 checks compared to 1, and I never like going to Bahamut without having my tail for promotion. Even though I have seen the tail sitting behind him a couple times, just not enough for me to feel comfortable with just going there straight up.
All right, so Elfland has wood shields +5, wood helms +5, so that's 2/3 of the. Yeah, there's the wood armor.
Yeah, wood armor I think was in Cronaria, so that's the wood set evade right there for the white mage. Oh God!
All right, well, Quad X, it's an offensive spell.
All right, incoming harm 2 here.
Exit.
Oh man, I was kidding, but I guess not.
You got harm 2, exit, and wall.
I mean, it's really not even a point to buy that with the light axe either.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so our black shirt and our light axe are the 2 best area sweepers we have so far.
Oh, nope, harm 3.
Okay, we're improving ever so slightly.
Lightning 2 and warp. All right.
All right. Well, we've seen decent utility, at least in the first 4 levels, with warp, with fast, with lock. That's good. Everything else, not so much.
Though, hey, at least, with that warp and the exit, Ordeals is a bit more, a bit less, a bit less offensive.
Yeah, a little more palatable. Those cabins coming back into play. Haven't seen tents yet, and haven't seen houses. So interesting.
Yeah, houses are apparently a rare commodity today.
Yeah, you got to think if they're maybe sitting there at the caravan for 600 gold, something really cheap.
Yeah, who knows? Underhill hoarding the houses.
Yes, and about 20k sitting there in the elf closet. Not bad.
Yeah, just a big pile of cash.
Yeah, we like money. Money's good.
Mages run on money.
Especially with Linkalot, who has 3 of them.
Yeah.
A soft mage, white mage decent. White mage okay.
Yeah, I really ever since the inception of the white mage harm or the improved harm flag, I have grown more fond of white mages. Because it actually makes them or gives them a chance to be useful beforehand.
Okay, so we got life and we got fade over here. Is WindFox just straight up bailing on Marsh Cave here? They're in the river system. They just go and check the Sages and Ice Cave. I mean, heck it, let's go.
It seems like he is.
Right, so,
I mean,
nice.
this could turn out to be a good move for him if the Sages have the floater or anything like that. But
yeah, can you imagine? Wouldn't that be something?
That would be quite convenient,
right? And to your point with the white mage, though, I come from the Lord Fizzlebeef school of learning FFR. White mage bad, but to your point, once the harm all came on, and some of the fixes for making them not as trash, I've grown to appreciate them. My co-op partner Shoon Bobby would throw white mages in my face in practices left and right, so I've gotten used to running them.
Yeah,
they're not so bad.
And houses have been found.
Okay.
700. So pretty decent price. All right, we got the Titan's old scuba gear.
Okay, so we have now 2 dungeons open to us, which is all we need. And I'm pretty sure people out there watching know what's going on here. But the wrinkle for these pod stage flags here is we have ourselves 2 dungeons only needed to access Temple of Fiends. So you got to complete 2 of them of your choice. More often than not, we're going to lean toward Volcano because we have access to that pretty much right away. And then whatever we find next will kind of dictate what we're going to do. Oxyel, with this magic we have in tow, not the best place to go, but doable.
Yeah, WindFox did check the level 6 magic and found Bracken Temper there.
Okay. Got the loot as well, I see. So WindFox could be in what you want to air quote go mode if they decide to go turn in and go get the ship out of Marsh Cave. But if they go to ice, we'll see what they have there. This can be very interesting.
And it looks like Link is dropping on into Earth Cave to check and see what's sitting in the Hall of Giants. Wait, Giants and Hall of Giants? What the heck is this?
Oh, and gargoyles. Gross.
Yeah, so those are 2 absolutely useless spike tiles.
Yeah. The red dragon that both of our runners found in Northwest Castle seems to be the prize so far. There's really only, 2 other tiles that I would look for. The Zombie D is not bad. And the eye, obviously, the Agama as well. So maybe 3.
Yeah. I mean, we also know where the seafood party platter is, but we don't have the magic to take care of it.
Yeah, we saw Fade at level 5 white and Fire 3 at level 5 black. So all of the tier 3 sweepers are pretty much just sitting there in level 7 and 8, which feels kind of bad.
Yeah. Well, kind of bad, kind of funny.
Yeah.
All right. And we get a floater. Oh, okay.
All right, so Ice Cave, not going to be hard required here, we think, unless that maybe has tail, which would be very much nice required.
Yeah, it would be useful.
Mm-hmm. We're going to probably really want that.
Yeah, promotion I have found is almost a necessity for these flags, unless you actually find a black belt hiding behind a fiend.
Yeah, it's pretty close to being a win condition, unless you have, a blessing where one of your light warriors gets legendary weapons already, or something else really crazy that they don't need it for. But with the Mazmoon removed from the field here with weaponry, and the only incentivized weapon being a Vorpal, promotion 90% of the time is going to be something we really, really want.
Yeah. I mean, if you find a good Sun Sword or even a good Coral Sword, if you find a Power Bonk to go with it.
Yeah, we can make those work. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Right, 1925, and Sirlinkalot is in the air, about to get his loot.
Mm-hmm.
Find the houses.
Yeah, that'll be go mode for Sirlinkalot as well. So we'll see what he chooses to do here. I mean, is this something do you continue to seek out that tail? I think you probably do. Maybe you make a few more checks here. Maybe you do the Ice Cave thing with warp and exit being accessible that we have them already. Then go do Volcano. We were calling maybe the Bahamut play as something as well. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to hit the Volcano Armory just because there's 12 chests there, which is, an insignificant amount of them. One of which is behind a spike tile, so thanks to the improved trap treasure, that's, a chance for it to be something better.
Mm-hmm. It does make Sea Shrine also not the worst play ever if we can feel comfortable going there. Sharknado Floor has, quite a few spike tiles as well with some, I found an Excal there. I've found a Vanilla Power Bonk there in practices, so it's not a bad dungeon to go to.
Yeah, no, it is a perfectly viable one, and it's a chance for a good walking grind.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like, I tend to do Sea or Sky and Volcano just because they're good walking grinds. That's pretty much all it boils down to.
Yep, I agree.
Right, and it looks like Link is heading on over towards Bahamut. Given that he's got exit and warp, I don't hate the play.
Yeah, if this is the tail too, that's pretty much that's it. That's go mode for Link a lot. He promotes right away. He goes to that red dragon and he sits.
Yeah. also, if this is the tail, I will laugh because I just love it. Like, oh yes, you must prove your bravery. Open the chest behind me.
What are you doing in that box? Oh, hey, where did that come from?
I mean, it's like, okay, is that a test of bravery because you just had some, like, really beanie chili?
Alright, TNT. So we're going to have to do a turn-in before we see what that is. And money, and more money. Nothing here of significance so far. A bottle as well out of Ice Cave. That's some...
Ooh.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's a real nice thing to see.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Bottle's disappointing. Now WindFox knows they have to go to Marsh Cave, and they gotta trek there through the boat.
Yep.
But that's fine. That defense sword is fine. That's a nice find for sure.
Yeah, no, that is an easy part of the endgame solution.
Mm-hmm. Waters, okay. They hit very hard, but this is not the worst spike tile either.
Yeah, they're good XP, and that black shirt's going to do work on them, but they are a little punchy.
Yeah, and they got about well north of 300, I think, so far. That was 200 from a black shirt, and I think over 100 on that top one the thief was swinging at already, too.
Yeah. Boy, Argoyles, the monster literally no one likes. Like, that's just going to be the takeaway I always have about those because of the 2020 spring tournament.
Yep.
Or was it 20? I don't remember. The first spring tournament I was in. Time has turned into a giant blur.
I think my first tournament was 2020 as well. No, it was 2021. Yeah, 2021. So,
Ooh.
Oh hey, Katana +2. There we go.
Yeah, Katana +2 and a blue D on that tile.
Yeah.
Which means that if you really get adventurous, you can take that on the Agama floor without increasing your encounters.
You could. You really could. And WindFox here, sitting on these waters, is going to make this work for a bit, is gaining levels.
It is a good party grind.
It is. It definitely is. It's treacherous, but I mean, it's working so far.
Yeah.
Maybe they got a little less than 300, actually. That black shirt didn't hit for that much, and the fighter and the thief combined for less than 200. So, okay.
By our powers combined. It's like his thief's at level 14, meaning the rest of his party is probably at level 15.
And I think that Sirlinkalot going to pick up this bottle as well as this defense sword too. So no advantage for the defense sword here for WindFox, but they have a jump on levels really quick.
Yeah. And honestly, just even knowing that there's the defense sword is it's kind of a comforting thing.
Oh yeah. That's not a win con there, but boy, does that feel really good to have.
Yeah. It's real nice.
Yeah, level 9 across the board here for Sirlinkalot, and WindFox is in the mid-teens here. Yeah, 16, 15. Yeah, level advantage WindFox for sure. Oh, okay. That's one way to handle it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another way to handle it.
Now, that being said, this does leave the possibility that Link may not actually get that defense sword.
I find it very unlikely that he will. And these look like they're quad X-able unless they have 301 HP.
And it looks like Link's like, yeah, I'll take this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is burn your charges and see what happens here. Yeah, they're quad X-able. Okay. All right, strap in, folks. We got levels abound coming in for both of our runners here. Any Agama facts there for anybody in the chat?
Honestly, though, I think I like WindFox's grind a little bit more than the Agama grind right now. I mean, yes, the Agama is quad X-able, but it's only 1300 XP across the party, whereas WindFox is getting, 2000 if he runs into 2, which, time-wise, this is more efficient.
Yep. The single water here is going to make it pretty much the same as a single Agama, but when he's coming across 2 or 3 of them, he's gaining much more levels. So, yeah, Sirlinkalot burning his quad X's and bouncing.
And not getting that defense sword.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to turn in that bottle, though, I think, here and see what we have from the fairy. Hopefully this is our tail.
Or the slab.
Or the slab.
Hi, I'm Satan.
Hi, there's the chime.
All right, cool. It's not too
All
bad
right.
of a price either.
All right, so we can do sky as well if we really kind of want to. I don't know why we would, but we could.
Oh, I would prefer to do sky over sea. I just like sky. You're not running into lobsters. That's kind of what it boils down to for me.
Yeah, you got a ribbon there from the fairy. Sirlinkalot still hasn't turned in that TNT yet either, so we'll see what that turns into when he goes and does that.
Let me see here. So we've got the herb, we've got the Vorpal endpoint things. We've got, the tail and the Vorpal as the only two endpoints. So, well, and the rod.
Right. So, hopefully we don't have that tail just kind of chilling out there in ordeals.
Or Lefane. I hate walking down to Lefane to get the tail.
I hear you there, especially like with the superstore. I don't want to go to Lefane unless I can do my magic shopping also. I really don't.
Yeah. If I'm making that walk, I am going to get as much out of it as I possibly can. All right, well, there we go.
All right, well, there we go. That's it. That's Link's go mode. He's got the katana. This is it. Link's going to promote. He's getting his levels, and here we go.
Yeah. He might go back to that Agama, or he might go to the Red D. I think the Red D would be a little bit of the safer grind, because you're not in Ice Cave.
Yeah, and you just have to walk in and out of the kindly old king's closet to, take those levels. So I think the red dragon is exactly where he's going to go.
And to answer the question, the fairy gave a ribbon.
Yep.
Ribbon -3.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got ice armor, flame armor, flame shield, sure. Put the black shirt on our... Yep, okay. Shuffling around some stuff. This is fine.
You've got life magic on the white mage. I would tend to put the ribbon on the white mage at that point.
Right. Maybe for the grind here, maybe.
Yeah, okay, that makes... Quit talking sense.
No, I hear you, though. I'm with you. In Temple of Fiends, that ribbon's going on that white mage until I get to Kraken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and here comes the Red Dragon Smackdown time.
All right, here we go. So...
Less than 326.
Okay, and I think they'll probably be quad Xable as well if we can get a shot of that off and see what it does.
Yeah. And they actually hit the others, relatively hard, so if you want to actually focus grind, you can.
You can, and I think you'll do that too. I mean, you get the, all right, never mind, he's going to heal. Okay. I'm going to stop talking sense now.
No, honestly, I mean, I would probably focus grind on this point as well. Like, move the mages up front, let them get taken down.
Yeah, I mean, he could be looking for, some cast of level 6 magic. I'm not sure if that temper was red mage learnable, but he might want a couple of charges of that. With fast at level 1 or 2, I think we saw that. I'm less concerned about getting a lot of levels on that red mage, but, I mean, temper is still quite valuable.
Yeah.
Maybe at least until we burn all our quad axes and then we move the mages around.
Yeah, those quad axes putting in work there.
Mm-hmm. It's like WindFox going to go check the boxes at the top of the left hairpins here. Very rarely seen boxes. We'll see if he gets lucky with something.
Making the mistake of, crap, I forgot that is not the side.
They're going to come across the blue dragon here as well, though, and they'll get their katana, which will be nice.
Yeah. So, to answer the question from in chat, at this point, whoever's in the lead, it's mostly going to be on Sirlinkalot's side, as he has got more progression. He's got more of the key items found, and he's much closer to being in full go mode. Right now he's just grinding out some levels, and then he's got to go kill a couple of fiends, and he'll be good to go.
Yeah, so we were talking earlier about you only need to get 2 orbs as well instead of the normal 4. So Linkalot has the ability to do 3 dungeons if he wanted to, which he won't, and he has the loot and the key, so he can complete the end game right there as well.
So, desired level for the end game on this one? Honestly,
are you thinking levels or are you thinking hits, Hate? I'm thinking hits.
I would be going for hits. Though it would be at least 25 is where I would be gunning for. That ninja I might take up to 28, 29, at least a 5 hits on that katana.
Let's see. Let me pull up my handy little cheat sheet here and my secret training channel with some friends. Let's see. So we got 3 hits at 7, 4 at 15, 5 hits at 23, 6 hits at level 31 with that katana. Now that minus 10 hits, so you were saying what? That's about 2.5 levels. So this
Yeah.
Relatively vanilla. You take that thief to 31 to 32, they'll get their 6 hits. So like Sofnum just said, 30s is probably your goal. I'm going for 6 hits. I don't want to go into Temple of Fiends without a minimum of 6 hits.
See, I would risk it with 5 hits, especially because you've got the plus vitality on that thief, so it gets to be a little bit thicker, a little bit more resistant to the absolute bodying of that happens.
Yeah, that's true. That is also true.
I also tend to run a little bit of a riskier and more foolish than, a lot of people. There's a reason I commentate a lot more than I race.
Yeah, to your question, Vampstar87, level 30 is definitely a good place to go. And look at the number of hits that he gets on his melee dealer. His melee dealer is Impa, the character in slot 1, the thief, who is now a ninja, swinging the katana.
Alright, running at more than 400 hit points already, so that ninja is nuke-proof.
Yeah, and they're
nuke resistant.
Level 21, 22 as well. So if he decides to take it into the 30s, they should have north of about 600 almost. That'd be really good.
Yeah, that's pretty chunky for a thief, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
And those Link is putting in work with those houses he picked up.
Mm-hmm. WindFox, while Linkalot's gaining his levels here, has a really great bunch of levels on his party as well. About to light their first orb, hopefully, if they can get down to carry here. They're on the Agama floor, so they're just 1 floor away.
So with the scaling we have for these flags, it's 80 to 180%. So Chaos can have 1,600 to 3,600 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta make sure you can, get enough to chew through that. Responding to a question in chat on that one as well. I should have mentioned that beforehand.
5 hits with fast at level 1. I hear you, Guardian Marcus, and I think you and Hate are probably right. I don't know. I'm skittish. What can I say?
It's a fair cop.
But I mean, I'm also not running. If I was running right here and not watching from the booth, I might have a different opinion. I might think, okay, 5 hits with fast at level 1 with enough temper is fine. But with no power bonk, with no ruse item, I'm pretty sure we saw in Biz 2 at some point. I'm not sure where.
Low level. I think it was
level 2, 3, something like that.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. And if WindFox did use the bottle, then hopefully they remember, although that's not imperative, that is only the ribbon, although not imperative, very nice to have.
And the defense sword, to respond to Sofnum, the defense sword was in the ice cave. It was the chest to the right of the incentive chest.
Yep. So WindFox checked it, Sirlinkalot did not.
Right, it looks like we got a white mage hiding behind Carrie. Not so much there.
She can stay.
Yeah.
Linkalot choosing Sea Shrine. Okay, very interesting. I like this. I think maybe he checks some of those tiles on the way. Well, not tiles specifically, but some of those boxes on the Sharknado floor, looking for maybe a power bonk, maybe another ribbon.
Yeah. Yeah, power bonk would be a real treat to find.
Oh yeah, agreed. WindFox pulling carry 1. They do have Invis 2. I think that was in level 2 magic, so that white mage is doing something. Swinging from the thief, swinging from the fighter. Carry, tickling the fighter. Nothing really going on there. We got some more tempers going out. They got one more shot at level 8. Okay, level 4 was Invis 2. Okay.
Still,
that's fine.
Yeah, it's a fine enough level. You can get enough casts of it.
Yeah, you'll have it when you need it. That's all that matters.
Carrie's so scared she's squirting ink.
Let's see. Linkalot gonna check him. Well, at least maybe the free box here. Yeah, he's gonna keep going. All right, he does not care. He's just gonna go.
Yeah, he's got most of the stuff he needs. He's fine.
Mm-hmm. Danny pulling double duty, watching 2 races and tracking. It's fine. Yeah, Danny, while you're in here, what kind of food are they talking about over there in the other broadcasts? I'm hungry. Bacon versus sausage for breakfast debate. I mean, hey, we can have that debate right here. Bacon is by far the elite option there, in my opinion.
¿Por qué no las dos?
You know what? You're not wrong either.
All right, and it looks like we've got another thief behind Kraken.
Okay, if we found a second katana, we could get silly and try to pick them up, but we're not going to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's worth it at this point. All right, trying to brack. Not such luck.
Mm-hmm. And we did have a question as well from Vamp37. And no more time for these runs in about an hour. Really depends on how the seed's going to be. We're on pace for under an hour here, sure, but Temple of Fiends can say no, and we'll be here for a little while.
Yeah.
We'll see. The last dungeon is what we call the Great Equalizer.
Yeah. Oh, and Kraken 1 goes down pretty quick and easy.
Yep. There's an orb for Sirlinkalot. 38 minutes, 45-ish seconds or so.
Yep. Yeah, Sirlinkalot's ninja was casting the most reliable spell, Stab.
WindFox making their marsh cave dive of shame, knowing that this is their ship. We'll go pick it up now. But I mean, to their credit, they got really great levels on their party. They got an orb lit. They have their go mode also essentially as well. They'll get it anyway if they go and turn in the stuff to Sarda.
Yeah.
So they're not as far behind, if you want to even say that's a thing, as it might look.
All right, and there is Saber for Sirlinkalot's ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Forecasts of it, make them count.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go pick up that temper and that warp and the life 2 and all the goodies.
Life 2 red learnable as well, so you love to see that. Sirlinkalot loves himself some red mages, so that's putting a smile on their face, I'm sure.
And surprisingly, I didn't see him pick up life 2 on that red mage.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I could have missed it. I only saw him pick it up on the white mage, but yeah.
Interesting. Oh, no, another question for sure. No, absolutely not noobish. Let's see. What do we need for go mode? So what you absolutely need for go mode is the loot and the key. You need that to access the final dungeon for sure. With these flags here, because the way they're tailored, you have free bridge and free canoe. So you already have access to one dungeon, again, for sure. So you would say, I guess, what do you think? A ship and or floater being hard required to access the other dungeons, and then a single other dungeon item, the rod, the oxyale, or even the cube and chime. Whatever you need to get into one other dungeon, plus your volcano with the loot and chime. So not a whole lot, actually.
Yeah, this flag set specifically is designed to run really thin.
Mm-hmm.
They're meant to be very quick, very popcorn-like. You can just run them quickly, knock them out, call it good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, these ones are don't have the full requirements for it. It's,
Yeah.
honestly, I kind of like it for these. It does add a good bit of variance into the pods, but it also means that you kind of actually have to really think about what you are going to be doing.
Yeah.
Because if you, like, Fading Marsh Cave, unfortunately, cost WindFox a decent bit of time, but it did give him the chance to get a whole bunch of levels in Ice Cave. However, the floater coming up so quickly after getting the ship and heading on over to Sarda does mean that excuse me, that the levels that WindFox gathered doesn't quite make up for the time that he has lost to the floater.
You can see Sirlinkalot here at 42 minutes in Temple of Fiends, the last dungeon here. WindFox just getting their ship roughly around the same time. So go mode will come for WindFox very quickly if they go to Sarda, which they're not. Okay. Oh, maybe
wait a minute. I've got the ruby.
Yeah. So Sirlinkalot has a full dungeon lead, plus whatever Temple of Fiends he gets through as well before WindFox gets in there. So a pretty decent lead, but the levels are very close. The magic is not much different. The promotion's really the big difference here.
Yeah. Sirlinkalot taking a moment to say hello to Jim and then running right away from it. Jim the Chimera, the only place you can run into him in Topher. And to answer the question, they have been using some encounter manipulation. The way that Final Fantasy handles the encounters, like when you're getting a fight, is it's done via a table. And each step you take increments the count on the table. When it hits to a specific point, then you get the encounter. And it is very possible to, per seed it varies, but it is possible to determine, hey, all right, this is where the first encounter is, this is where the second encounter is, and save scum your way beyond that.
So we got Fire 3s, Fasts, and Swings going out here on Lich 2.
Wow, only 308. That's mildly surprising.
Yeah, with 10 hits too. You don't love to see that. I'm hoping that was a bit of an anomaly in this Lich. This Lich is not very chunky.
And there goes the rub.
Okay.
Well, that's what Life 2 is for.
Yeah, that was 10 hits for 103 damage as well. That's
some real low rolls.
Pause for concern. That's about it. That's all I'll say. I wouldn't be worried yet, but I'd pause for concern for sure. Did that monster just eat a ruby? Yeah, the Titan likes his rocks.
Or with some of the fun flags. One of the fun flags we have is Titan eats random things. I am personally a big fan of feeding the Titan crayons and glue.
I like to make it a health food, so I see a lot of sushi, some apples, some other fun stuff. But yeah, the glue is definitely top tier for me. I like that one.
All right, so it looks like Carrie is much less absorbent than the speed bump was, surprisingly enough. Is 5 hits for 300 damage immediately. And down goes the Black Mage.
Poison touch as well, I think I saw before that Black Mage went down.
Oh, fun times.
Yeah, Carrie not messing around. She hitting hard, but she also hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once again, this is what Life is for.
Yeah, they have 3 more casts of Life 2, and I think that was the Red Mage that cast that one, so he did pick it up.
All right, cool. It's good to know I just missed him picking that up then.
Yeah. Because I know the White Mage cast it on the Red Mage, and he was 3 of 3 with the cast right there, so that had to come from the Red Mage.
Oh,
that's annoying.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's not trance.
Right.
That's a cold comfort. Alright, WindFox just picked up the adamant from Uncle Sarda and gonna go turn that in, pick up that floater, and then go get Skybound.
Mm-hmm. So we got fast coming off. We're going to burn a saber. We're going to throw out Invis 2. And we're going to use one of our 5 precious tempers here. That's fine. Big Inferno roll right there. Big Inferno roll. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that is some unpleasant amounts of damage to see on all those mages.
Yeah. We're going to hope that we get some turn order here and get that white mage back out of danger zone range here.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm honestly mildly surprised that Link didn't stop and pick up fast for the ninja. Just saber.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's a huge nuke roll, too.
Oh my.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay.
Swing and a hope. 8 hits, 934. Whew. That
Okay.
Cure 4 on that white mage the round before.
Yep.
Holy moly.
Yep, and that is the power of the katana, folks. The katana, just the crit on that thing is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That would not have gotten through if that was really any other weapon.
Ice 3 and Lock 2 at level 7 black.
Gross.
Invis and Mute.
Alright, Tia 2. We're gonna fast, we're gonna saber again. Tia 2 leads with swirl. Okay.
Oh my god.
These fiends are not playing around. Temper goes off, fast goes off. Saber went off. There we go. We had the Invis 2 as well, but we need to get some healing magic out again. Cure 3. We're gonna swing. Okay, we're gonna Cure 3. And
Drop some
temper
tempers.
again.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, down goes the black mage.
Alright, that's the right mage to hit. Oh,
Yep.
A little evasive here, this Tiamat. Do we have lock on that red mage? Let's see. We
Yep.
do. Okay, perfect.
Oh my.
Tornado. Oh boy. Low rolled the white mage though. That's good.
Hey, we heard you don't like non-elemental sweepers. Here,
Yeah.
let's have all the non-elemental sweepers.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Followed by lightning 2.
She took pity on that turn.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
64 damage from the white mage for the kill.
All right, you love.
It's always entertaining when the white mage gets a kill like that, or like if you swing with a black mage and gets a kill. It just always makes me giggle.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and it is chaos time.
All right, let's see what's gonna happen here.
Fast, we got tempers, we got sabers, and Invis 2.
Beautiful. Perfect. Good turn order. Fast goes off, and Invis 2 goes off.
Swing and a miss, nice.
Beautiful. You love to see it.
And yes, we do have a 10-minute delay for the racers on tournaments, or most tournaments. Some tournaments to 15 minutes delay. Casual stuff like weekly races and such, or just pickup races, those are no delay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, honestly, if you're interested in it, you can just head to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. That's where the actual randomizer is. That's where you can find the link to our Discord, which, we have plenty of people in there willing to answer questions and able to answer questions much more verbosely, properly.
If you will.
Yeah.
And he had 10 hits for 1,200 damage by the katana on one turn. This is only a matter of time now.
Yeah. And
10 hits,
actually,
542, a little less.
Yeah, it didn't get as many crits that round, but 10 hits, 390, down goes Chaos. Get your GGs out in chat for Sirlinkalot, finishing up with an official racetime.gg time of... Oh, let me see here. 53:30... Wait, sorry, nope.
50
50,
minutes,
30.
38 seconds.
Yep.
Yes. GG's.
See if Link wants to jump on in for a chat.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if I had noticed or seen it, I would have just noticed he's already in the waiting room. Hey, GG's Link.
GG's. Oh no, can you hear him? I couldn't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
Yes, sir. GG's.
Thank you.
Turns out that early Marsh Cave dive was kind of a good thing. WindFox faded it, and well, whilst he got some good levels in Ice Cave early, the progression being the ship in Marsh Cave kinda bit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know when I saw the pack, I was just like, this could be really bad. I was just like, just give me turn order and get somebody that can run. And I think it took like the third turn, and my party was like, yeah, we don't want to be here. Just give us whatever's in that box, and we're going to be out of here.
We out? Yeah. Yeah, and found the, whilst you found the Agamas that were quad-exable and the red Ds that were quad-exable, the spike tile on the drop-down was waters, and that's what WindFox took for his levels.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about it. When I found I already had the red dragon and I already killed it. I knew it was under 300 health. I was like, I've got quad X. Like, this will probably be a good place for me to actually come back and grind. Especially once I found the katana, I knew I had saber available for the ninja. I'm like, I'll get to at least 14 before I just go straight hunting for a tail and not doing anything else.
Yeah.
And then I'll just go to the red dragon and grind it probably like 23, 24. To where basically I was like, I wanted to have 5-6 casts of temper on the black mage since it was so high.
Yeah.
And then saber, I'm like, that should be enough to get through with the katana. Hopefully katana, I think it rolled up to +4 on top of that, so I'm like, it should crit all over the place, and it kind of did, except for Lich.
Yeah.
We don't want to, like, Lich is like, I'm the speed bump. It's like, okay, it's like, I'm gonna actually kill one of your party members, though. It's just like, oh, okay.
Sometimes speed bumps have spikes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's partially my own fault. I was like, I probably should go get pro rings, but I was like, nah, we'll be fine.
I was actually mostly surprised to see that you didn't pick up fast on that ninja.
So I wasn't worried about fast because I was more concerned with getting the damage up using the time I did. Fast let level 1 on the red mage, and the red mage really wasn't going to have much else to do other than potentially lock or cast Invis 2. I was just like, your job is to get the ninja fast, red mage, and then you go into healing mode or buff mode or whatever I need you to actually do red mage things. Be the adaptable red mage that I love you to be. All the good spells are not quite where I want it to be.
And sorry to interrupt, just as a quick note, WindFox has forfeited, bringing the race to a close at 53-33, and drag him on into the booth as well. Alright, so GG's WindFox.
Yo, GG's Sirlinkalot.
Yeah, anywho, as you were before I interrupted you there, Link.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was just, speed bump, and then I was like, I got the ribbon. I was like, all right, cool, I'm good. My ninja's good. And then every single sweeper I saw from fiends and everything was just like, you got a ribbon? It's like, yep, we don't care. We're just gonna use non-elementals for you, and they're gonna roll stupid high on top of that for everything too.
Yeah, that was a danger zone for you in Topher there. Like, that white mage was real hurt, and I mean, that Cure 4 that you got on that third round against Kraken was kind of imperative.
I was more worried about the fourth round when I'm like, because I know, like, you probably saw me pause, because I'm just like, all right, who should I actually heal right now? Because I need the ninja to probably kill Kraken, but I need the white mage to pick everybody else up in case ninja dies. So I'm just like, all right, let's hope for he swings on ninja, I get the heal off, and then ninja's like, all right, no, this is how you swing and I'm going to kill you. Thankfully, he just didn't get to swing or do whatever else he was about to do, because I have a feeling somebody was going to die that round.
So, WindFox, unfortunately this time it seems that fading Marsh kind of came back to bite you, because the ship was the required progress.
Yeah. Well, I decided, obviously, I went east first, and hard last located the ship. I found the ship. I was like, well, at least I can do stuff, but I know I'm probably 10 minutes behind at this point. And floater's probably somewhere super easy to get to, which it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, level-wise, though, because you took those waters in Ice Cave, you were just about at level parity. Up until Link did the red D grind. But you came out of Ice Cave at a fairly decent level and, pretty much ready to roll through most things.
You were very close in levels, and you made a lot of really decisions that kept you in the game. But that ship being where it was versus where you were in the world was going to make it very difficult to kind of catch up, and that's just an unfortunate thing that happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously still very new to this game, and when I saw I was rolled with Sirlinkalot, I'm like, well, that's an auto loss for me. I'll take it. I'll eat it. Whatever. Which I'm 100% fine with. I don't expect to win any matches in this tournament at all, which I'm fine with. This is all a learning experience for me, getting better at the game. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's a good way to look about it. I fully expect myself to go 0-3, just because that's always how I look at myself getting ready to race. But honestly, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh yeah, I love this game. GGW and Sirlinkalot were like the two that got me into this like a year ago, so huge thanks to those two guys for kind of showing me the ropes when I was first learning.
Yeah, well, and gonna be around for the upcoming Duckling Boot Camp as well.
Yep.
Which gonna be starting, I think, in March, I believe, something along those lines.
Let me see here. Let me pull up the calendar. Yeah. Hey, Saracen and I have been doing quite a lot of. I can't take all the credit. Saracen been doing a lot more work than I have. I've been there helping him when I can. But we got some real good stuff planned for you guys come Duck Boot Camp, which is going to be starting the end of March. So the week of April 1st is when it starts. So March 29th, Sunday through April 1st, Saturday will be the first week of Duck Boot Camp. That'll run through May 6th. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of boot camp, followed by 6 weeks of derby. So we're gonna have some fun there. It's gonna be a good time.
Hooray! Maybe I won't get last this time.
Well, if I recall, you had something that took you away from it last time, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my very first one, I played all 4 races and got dead last in every single one. The second time, I think I was like 3rd to the bottom of my group, but like the last 2 races, Zelda got in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up scheduling races the exact same time as my Duck Derby races, so.
Yeah, that's conflicting races can be a problem sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily this time I don't have any tournaments going on, so I will be able to participate through the whole thing.
Hooray!
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, the more people that join in and jump in, the better. We all started as ducklings at some point. Haight and I did. Sirlinkalot was a duckling at one point. Sirlinkalot, former Duckling Supreme at that. So we got a lot of people that have been around in this community for quite a while. We got a great group of people that love to help and to just kind of, make you better than us. That's kind of our goal.
Well, I'm kind of brain dead on questions right now. You got anything else, Luffy?
No, I mean, I want to give a shout out to you for joining me in the booth as well tonight. Shout out to Guardian Marcus for tracking. Thank you to our 2 runners. That was really great. I mean, for WindFox for throwing a little shade on himself, saying he doesn't expect to win. You ran a great race, and then no slouch at all. Sirlinkalot's a great competitor, so you were right there. Just if that ship wasn't in Ice Cave or wasn't in Marsh and was in Ice Cave instead, this could have went a much different direction. So you raced very well. GG's. Sirlinkalot, as always, a pleasure to watch you as well. So GG's to you as well.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, well, you guys got any final thoughts? Link, start with you.
So for anybody that's thinking about getting into it, or even if you're into it and you're wondering, hey, why did I use the light axe on that round? This is why you pay attention to flags and scaling and pay attention to how much health you've done to the boss. I knew he almost had to be dead, so I'm like, White Mage, your job is to help this turn because he's almost dead. Maybe it'll be enough. And yeah, that was funny. I just saw 60 damage and light axe kill. I'm like, all right, cool. I probably got a laugh out of this one.
You did.
Yeah. You gotta love when you get little mage kills like that.
Mm-hmm.
WindFox, you got any final thoughts?
Just thanks for the tournament. Thanks for the restream, commentary, tracking, all that fun stuff. It's always fun to do these tournaments and learn new games when you can. So looking forward to the rest of it, win or lose. I'm just here to have fun.
Right. Well, Luffy, why don't you take us on home?
All right, so like we've been saying, this is week 1 of the Winter Tournament 2023. We got a lot more races coming up tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. So keep your eye on that schedule. To Hate the 13th in the booth talking with me, to Guardian Marcus clicking the buttons, Hate with the restream as well, pulling the double duty, and our 2 runners tonight. We thank you for joining us for this presentation of Final Fantasy Randomizer. So ciao and chillax, everybody. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam, we gone.